Look at how this character moves. The inputs are flawless, the reaction time is instant, and the player controlling them is paralyzed. They are playing using only their mind. This is the reality for Noland Arbaugh, paralyzed in a 2016 diving accident, and Brad Smith, a nonverbal ALS patient. Both men have sharp, fully functioning minds that were trapped in unresponsive bodies for years. Bridging the gap between the brain and a computer used to rely on externally strapped hardware. These devices were slow, cumbersome, and physically restrictive. Before recent breakthroughs, physical disability meant absolute digital isolation because the primitive nature of external technology could not process human intent at the speed of thought. Neuralink's N1 chip, known as Telepathy, is an internal solution to this isolation. It is a coin-sized device installed flush with the skull, acting as an invisible link between the brain and the digital world. The results have transformed lives. Noland regained his digital freedom to play Civilization VI for hours, while Brad used the chip to narrate his own YouTube videos with a reconstructed digital voice. This chart shows the speed of different brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. A BCI is a system that allows for direct communication between the brain and an external device. While older tech struggled with slow bit rates, Neuralink shattered records by reaching 8.0 bits per second. This hardware is surgically implanted and actively operating inside human subjects today. For the first time, pure mental intention can seamlessly bypass a broken physical body to interact directly and accurately with a computer. Installing this hardware requires a level of microscopic precision that the human hand cannot achieve. Even the most skilled neurosurgeon cannot safely place the device's critical components without risking severe damage. Neuralink solved this with the R1 robot. It acts as a neurosurgical sewing machine, operating with autonomous precision to handle components far too small for human fingers to manage. The robot weaves 64 ultra-thin threads containing over 1,000 electrodes directly into the motor cortex while actively dodging blood vessels. The motor cortex is the brain area responsible for planning and executing voluntary movements. These threads connect to the N1 chip, which sits entirely flush with the bone and remains hidden beneath the scalp once the surgery is complete. The chip records analog electrical impulses from the brain, digitizes them into a computer-readable format, and transmits that data via Bluetooth to an external device. Engineers built a bridge that translates the raw electricity of human consciousness into standard binary code. But if a device can broadcast your decoded brain signals to a laptop, it creates a direct two-way connection between your mind and the internet. We are witnessing a massive engineering feat, and if you want to stay informed on the risks of this tech, make sure to like and subscribe. But there is a terrifying catch to this level of connectivity. If a computer program reads and decodes your thoughts, who else gains access to that data? The technology required to create this medical miracle is simultaneously a digital backdoor engineered into the human mind. This leads us to the problem of cognitive privacy. Cognitive privacy is the right to keep your inner thoughts and mental states shielded from unauthorized external observation. The moment human thoughts are interpreted by a device, they become exploitable data. Like any sensitive file, cognitive data can be intercepted, hacked, and tracked. Once digitized, your neural responses can be utilized for corporate profiling, social manipulation, or government surveillance. Critics worry about the ethical standards of the companies developing these tools. Neuralink faced backlash from the scientific community when it failed to transparently register its first human clinical trials on public databases. There are also darker allegations regarding the company's past, including reports of animal abuse during early monkey trials that led to formal federal investigations. The corporations managing our ultimate cognitive privacy have already shown they will bypass critical ethical guardrails in the name of rapid innovation. This innovation is accelerating. The FDA has granted breakthrough status for Blindsight, a Neuralink implant intended to restore vision by directly stimulating the visual cortex. The founder's ultimate stated goal for the technology is cognitive enhancement and AI symbiosis. AI symbiosis is a state where the human brain is directly linked with artificial intelligence, merging biological cognition with machine processing power. If these enhancements remain prohibitively expensive or tied to private insurance, they create a permanent gap in society. A class with superior memory and processing speed would hold a decisive advantage over unenhanced individuals in the labor market, making baseline human competition impossible. We are caught between two realities. This technology is restoring digital freedom to paralyzed individuals today, but its commercial future points towards something far more invasive. We are facing a difficult ultimatum. The price we pay to finally cure the incurable might be the permanent surrender of our inner minds to the cloud.